Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The Knockem Dead.
We are having so much fun, and we know you're going to love our next guest. His name is Tony Walker, and he is a comedy guy. Comedy cures everything. So.
Absolutely. I had cancer at the age of 32, and I do believe that the laughter and the positive attitude got me through it just as much as the medications did, which led to the comedy troupe that I run called Knockem Dead Comedy. We do dinner theater, murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows. We're not stand-up or anything like that, just comedy shows, variety shows.
You go to restaurants and where else? Like theaters?
Restaurants, private parties, corporate events, fundraisers. Did I say fundraisers?
Fundraisers, firehouses.
Comedy shows, they're murder mysteries, they're audience participation. It's a scripted show because there's clues and hints that have to go out, but it's not a don't blink or you'll miss something. It's not Agatha Christie.
Right.
It's a comedy. It's lighthearted, but one of the characters does get killed,
right,
and then the audience has to figure out who did it and why. And if it's a private party or a corporate event, we personalize it to fit their event.
Now, do you ask the audience for help with the mysteries? Or
yeah, they solve it.
All by themselves.
Based on what they saw during the show, we even give them a little section where they can interrogate the suspects.
Oh, that's
and,
fun.
So we'll deflect, deny, point fingers at other characters, but everybody makes the rounds throughout the whole room and talks to people.
The show is guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed fun.
Totally.
Everywhere we go, everybody loves that show.
The audience just get so involved, and there's just such a part of the show, and that makes it even better.
Other things that you do aside from mystery.
we do game shows. The game show, we have a podium with lights and buzzers and sounds, and it's basically
Like
a trivia game show, or it could be, again, we ad-lib with that too. So they may want a trivia game show, but if we show up and they're a loud, boisterous group and they're a lot of fun, we could ask them to do funny physical challenges or do some karaoke or whatever, or name that tune, whatever we feel like doing, and they'll be willing to do. We'll take it there.
Yeah. What movie introduced the phrase, "There's no crying in baseball"?
Oh, wait.
What letter comes after A? Go ahead. B is correct!
Is there a favorite skit that you do that just still cracks you up every time you do it?
We do a lot of audience participation murder mystery shows, comedic murder mystery shows. And there's two shows. We have a mob show. We're in New York. You have to have the mob shows. And we have a redneck wedding, which is just
I have to come see that one.
You're welcome anytime. Anytime. In fact, I even brought you a shirt.
Growing up in St. Louis, Missouri, I have to say, you did?
Oh, of course I did.
Hey.
That you will wear everywhere you go. In fact, I have a whole bunch. I'm giving one out to everybody.
Everywhere I go. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
Knockem Dead Comedy.
Oh, that's great.
Can I
Knockem Dead
pretend I'm
Comedy.
drinking something?
Excellent. Yeah, you can pretend like you're drinking something.
I'm having fun on the set.
We actually do put water in it when guests ask,
Just
we
not
do. But
this
if you
guest,
if you don't ask ahead of time, wait, this one's full of water. You ready?
Nice.
1, 2, 3. All right, there you go.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Okay. Okay, let's just do that for now.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say it?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcasts. Please like and share our show.
15th.
It is February
15th. See, I'm like completely on top of it today.
Right, because it's not Monday.
I learned the errors of my ways. Okay, now continue. I just had to get that off my chest.
I think you got a lot to get off your chest. There's a lot there. Please like and share our show. Excuse me. Please like and share our show on all your social media platforms. Copy, paste. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Governor's Comedy Club Podcast, especially this one since it's on right now, the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. That is where you will see Vic DiBattista this weekend. That is where you'll see Jessica Kirsten this weekend. That is where you'll see Talia Reese and Roy George in the Giggle Room this weekend. Or you can head on over to McGuire's in Bohemia and see Chris Roach. And you can hear Chris Roach on this show Thursday. He'll be calling in. Or you can head on out to the Brokerage in Belmore and see Joey Cola. Joey Cola. It's like the only time I'm mad I have a murder mystery this weekend.
Yeah, you're mad.
I have a murder mystery. Saturday night, a private function out in New Jersey. And guess who calls me and says, hey, I'm performing at the Brokerage on Saturday. I want you to host. So now I had to tell Joey Cola no. He's probably never going to talk to me again. Damn it.
You have sleep lines all over your face still.
Yeah, I'm a little off. So I got up at my usual...
You just slept like you're like a folded book or something.
I got up at my usual time this morning to get ready and do my stuff. And I went to the bathroom and did my poopy. Came back, decided to just lay down and talk to you because you were still in bed. Well, you were back in bed. Next thing I know, you're like waking me up. It's like it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think you want to sleep this late. And you're like, what time is it? I'm like, 9. You're like, what?
So I slept like, what, another hour and a half?
Yeah, easy.
It felt like 5 minutes.
Almost like, an hour and a half.
So I was
probably.
completely thrown. And
But
I'm
you were
still
out. You were like completely out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I felt bad waking you up because like, you know, when you get like a good deep sleep, but like your whole face is like just like.
I have sleep lines all over the place.
It's funny.
Not that it matters. Not having sleep lines won't improve this. Hello, Kirsten. Or HMG. We have to call her Humug.
Hemoglobin.
What?
Hemoglobin.
All right, so let's see. I said share the show. I said Joey. And don't forget, February 25th, Joey will be on Blue Bloods, where he's playing himself. So don't miss that. If you would like to rent some studio time here at Governor's Comedy Club Podcast, if you'd like to use a studio, maybe you'd like to start a podcast that's on our station here. Hi. Or maybe you just want to use this beautiful studio for a commercial, because we can do video and audio at the same time, no less. And we have 5 cameras. We have 600 mics. We have phone lines. We have Zoom capabilities. We have graphics.
Look, I have this one upside down.
Look at that. We can even do silly things like being upside down. So whether you want to do a podcast or you need to just record something, or you want to do a podcast that you want to record and then just stream yourself, whatever it is you need, reach out to us on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast Facebook page. That is the name of the Facebook page, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Message us there, and we'll hook you right up. And speaking of which, you also want to reach out to us on that Facebook page to submit your questions for Elio Pace. We're doing another Q&A on Monday, February 28th at 3 p.m., our time, 3 p.m., or 8 o'clock out there in England. We want to do it, prime time in England, because Elio's about to start touring in England, so we want to help him promote out there.
I'm going to ask him about his love of oatmeal.
And ask him how he eats.
He loves his oatmeal.
Ask him how he eats his strawberries.
Oh, yeah. We should get a video of that.
I don't think he would allow that.
No.
Hello, Andrew Fremder. So submit your questions for that. We had a really good response the last time we did this Q&A with him. So we're looking forward to doing another one. And if this one goes well, we're going to do more. We are going to do more. So looking forward to that. And as I said, don't forget Chris Roach will be calling in on Thursday, hanging out and talking to us. And he's performing at the McGuire's this weekend. And don't forget, go to govs.com to check out their full schedule of comedy shows, who's coming, and to make your reservations, especially for April 1st. April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
April 1st.
Oh. I had one job.
April 1st.
I think it's this.
April 1st. There it is.
Just shut up. I'll put up another weird picture.
Another weird picture.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say this picture is weird?
I'm saying you're weird.
Oh. April 1st, in the Giggle Room, come watch a great hysterical murder mystery with Knockem Dead Comedy. We're performing a mob show like you've never seen before. And it's only $20. You can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
And then, doors open early if you want to have dinner. They have great food here.
Really great food. But even if you don't want great food, or you could just 2-drink minimum. You can get hot tea. Just come and see the show for $20.
Or you can get a bunch of beer.
However, the food is surprisingly good.
Yes.
They have a shrimp quesadilla that the first time I ordered, I was like, holy crap.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprisingly good. Good fresh salads.
And you're going to laugh your ass off with Knockem Dead Comedy.
Yep.
So get your tickets. Govs.com. The show is on the schedule, so you can order your tickets right now. Right now. All right. Those are all the announcements. All right, so
yes,
it's Tuesday Trivia.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll be getting to that shortly.
I did my questions at 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep last night. I had, I couldn't sleep. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know. Sometimes, it's not often, but every once in a while, I'll go to sleep, I'll be really tired, and then I'll wake up. Or I'll be really tired, and then all of a sudden something wave hits me, and I'll just stay up for hours, and I can't turn it off.
Something waves at you?
Yeah, this
Tim
wave.
Saliani penis?
Waves in my face, his penis.
He smacks you.
Keeps smacking me in the face with his penis, and I can't. Every time I fall asleep, it's like another whack. And then what are you gonna do?
The whack. He's the one. Yeah.
He's whacking.
JC 1919. That's Joan, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Joan, is it? Are we outing you? Are you all incognito?
Just last night, Sally said to me,
I miss Joan.
I have not seen Joan's name in the comments lately.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, Sally, it has. I do believe it's been a few days. And then you said it was a few weeks.
I feel like
So
it
I
was
wasn't really
longer.
sure.
I was like, where's Joan?
All right. But you, yesterday,
Yes.
there's a couple of things about yesterday.
Am I in trouble?
No, not at all.
Am I getting a present?
No.
Or chocolate? Are you going to sing a song for me?
No. There were a couple of things with yesterday. First off, I forgot to mention, there was a birthday yesterday that I forgot to mention. Sherry Goldberg, who is Sherry Scene.
Mm-hmm.
That is the name of a Facebook page. And I
And do you have other people?
What?
Remember the Ficino brothers that come in?
Oh, was it?
It was her birthday yesterday, too.
Oh, it was Suzanne's birthday yesterday, yes. There's a lot of pages that we share our show on. Yes, it is Joan. Yay! There's a lot of pages we share our show on as we try to promote and get exposure. And Sherry's page, Sherry Scene, it's a Facebook page where you can promote gigs. It's mostly music-related bands, but there's once in a while there's some comedy on there too. So and I post our show there every day.
Yeah, she's great letting us do that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to mention her birthday and thank her for her support.
Yeah, they do, and all that stuff is for free that she does. All that posting and stuff. She's a great person. It's really just the love of music that she lets all the bands post, and she's very kind to let you do that.
Hello, Beansy. Also yesterday, we were talking about romantic duets.
Oh, see, that's what I mean. You're going to sing me a song.
No. So Daniel Two Canes, who has called in from time to time, he won the tickets for whatever show that was for a long time ago. He emailed yesterday, but I didn't see it until after the show. We were talking about Prince. We were asking if Apollonia was her real name.
Right.
Her name was actually Patricia Catero, and then she became a Christian minister after leaving her wild life with Prince behind. Also, the Meatloaf duet was I Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That. That's from Bad Outta Hell 2. But his original singer on the first Bad Outta Hell, songs like Paradise but a Desperate Light and subsequent tours, the girl's name was Carla DeVita.
Yeah.
But
I kind of remember that.
But that's wrong.
Oh, I thought it was.
Carla DeVita, I think, is on the album, and she was on all the tours back then.
Yeah.
But Paradise by the Dashboard Light, the girl singer is Ellen Foley.
Oh.
Do you remember Ellen Foley?
No.
She was a singer and actress. She still pops up from time to time. I think her biggest claim to fame outside of Paradise by the Dashboard Light was she was one of the original cast members on Night Court.
Who did the live performances?
Yeah, that's Carla DeVito.
That's what I remember. But I had that album. I had that first album, and actually the song that you're talking about, I didn't even know it was on Bad Outta Hell 2. I thought that song came much later.
Well, Bad Outta Hell 2 came much later. Bad Outta Hell came out in 1977, I think it was.
Yeah, I thought that song came out in the 90s.
Yeah, Bad Outta Hell 2 did not come out until 1994.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And it was a smash hit, so then, of course, he just cashed in.
Sure. Well, it was a great song, yeah.
We got Bad Outta Hell 3 not too long after. We got, Bad Outta Hell Live and this live, that live.
They're all awful except for the first one.
Hits Out of Hell, like he put out a greatest hits called Hits Out of Hell.
Yeah. I will get you a case. I actually already wrote it in my notes to get you a case because I can't watch you do that anymore. Oh, but what did I get you for Valentine's Day?
Well, okay. You got me this case.
Yeah.
Oh, and
what
you
else?
got me, and you got me this.
Yes.
What do you call these things?
A pop socket of the New York Mets.
Oh, well, it could be Mets. It could also be. Is it the Knicks? I think also has a similar.
No, I actually went on the.
Oh, the Mets.
Yeah,
website?
I had to find it.
Oh, okay.
This wasn't easy. I wasn't at 7-Eleven. I'm like, oh, look at this.
Yes.
This was an easy thing. I had to do this.
Yes,
it was
you were.
prep time.
I got yelled at by Carla.
You got yelled at? Why?
Don't you just go to CVS at midnight?
Oh.
You put some thought in.
You did put thought in.
Oh, I did.
You did good.
Yes, and so did you. Thank you. But also yesterday when we were going to do the show, you said, don't worry if you're short on material, I have plenty. And I don't think we got to any of yours.
Yeah, I'm just so
you to go
seamless that I just work it all in.
Oh, so you did? You worked stuff in yesterday?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I worked in yesterday, and you'll be like, oh, look at you being seamless. I worked in, is Valentine's Day more important for a man or a woman? Do you even like Valentine's Day, like holidays and stuff? I talked about the Idaho Potato Company making the 90% scented perfume of French fries. And then I talked about,
right.
Did I talk about Kevin driving? Maybe I didn't do that.
Well, we talked last week about the road test. Beansy's yelling at you for not having graphics up.
Yeah, you know, Beansy, I'm going to actually fly to where you are just to punch you right in the freaking face, because I actually said to myself, I can't believe I'm getting away with not having this billboard flashing in the corner of my eye, giving me a seizure every day. So he didn't notice it. You're a dead man.
I would have noticed it. I always notice it eventually.
Just take all your thoughts and write them down on a piece of paper, and then don't say them out loud.
But you need the graphics.
Why? I'm gonna have a seizure. If this doesn't bother you, it's like.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
Well, that's the phone number. See all the numbers?
How's that? Really, do not be all condescending, or I'll.
I don't
punch you
see
too.
anything.
I think it's this, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So and then I just had Kevin, because Kevin got his license on Monday, which was a big pop-up
Last week,
surprise.
not yesterday.
Yeah, and so he wanted to. His girlfriend is 20 minutes away, so he wanted on Valentine's Day to drive.
It's more than that, isn't it?
No, not that time. Not during that time. Sometimes I'll go pick her up and I'll be stuck in traffic and stuff. And then it's it could be anywhere from 30 minutes, sometimes 40, but usually it's 20. So he actually, the big boy that he is, got into a car or drove from high school, got flowers at King Cullen, even though Carla said not to, and drove all the way to New Hyde Park.
Whoa.
And spent the day with his woman and drove back at night. And I was doing a show here last night. So I'm driving back home and I get off the highway and I'm like, you look at the 360, you're like, where is my family? And Kevin it actually said 3-minute drive to Kevin. And I knew he was right behind me. So I pulled off on Merrick Road. And as soon as he passed me from getting off the highway, I caught up to him. And it was really cute because as soon as he noticed me, he was so happy. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's you.
Well, yeah, he's a new driver, so he's, not used to being out there and then seeing people he knows. Yeah. So
yeah.
It's an exciting time.
It was exciting. So yeah, so that was cool for him.
And he came home and he said, it's so weird driving so long by yourself.
Yeah.
That's why we have radios there, pal.
Well, yeah, he was actually listening to his playlist, and he wanted to get some stuff to be able to play music in the car. I didn't even know I didn't even know he liked music. Did you even know he liked music?
He plays violin.
Well, music. I know he he picks up instruments and plays them easily, but he doesn't play. I didn't know he listened to popular music. Did you?
Well, how do you know he's listening to popular music?
I think he is.
Maybe he's listening to the Mozart channel.
Sam does that.
Yeah, I know.
Sam loves classical music.
He's so weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
You owe Beansy an apology.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
He said
he's giving me a seizure.
No, it was my mistake.
Get Kathy on the phone.
It was my mistake. He wrote, put Gov's logo thingy on the pop thingy. I thought he was talking about the logos. He was talking about this.
Beansy, I totally owe you an apology. You did not give me a seizure. You were right. I am wrong, and sorry.
Put all your thoughts on a piece of paper and don't say them out loud. That sounds like advice that Sallie would give Andrew Fremder. And there is DJ D-Love. Good morning. So was that everything?
I told you all those things that I
all right.
all squeezed in yesterday.
Very nice.
Why did you have? We have trivia, so I didn't have. I could always talk about something. So if don't
No,
feel
no,
like
no.
you're,
I just wanted to get. I'm just pointing out the stuff that I missed yesterday. So happy birthday, Sherry. Thank you, Daniel Toucanes, for the info that we didn't have on the duets.
Very thoughtful.
And I wanted to make sure you had everything you wanted to get out. One time I almost got arrested for pulling off onto Merrick Road. Pulling what? One time I almost got arrested for pulling off on Merrick Road. Oh, okay. BG says, apology accepted.
Thank you.
Lucky for you, because he's in security. He carries a gun. He was going to shoot you. No.
No.
Does he carry a gun?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Who
I'd
knows?
be nervous to let him have a gun.
Yeah, what like the sister who's like in between me and Cindy. It's my sister Lori. I mean I love her, but she is very accident prone. And then when
she shot herself, that was crazy.
She actually got herself electrocuted and died once. You know, like there's a handful of stuff she's done. She was the baby that found the, aspirin bottle and had to have her stomach pumped. Like everything. One time, and I know this about her, she's older than me, but the whole family knows she is like this. So we're always, worry about like what she's going to do. And when a year before I was able to get a driver's license, I was working and getting to school. So I just bought myself a moped. And Lori was like, let me drive the moped. I'm like, no. And she was in college. She was home from college. I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't want to be difficult, but we all know. So she took it out without me knowing. She's on it 5 seconds. Like she does that, boom, instead of just like lightly does that, slams right into the curb. 4 of her top teeth gone. Yeah, so that's Lori. And then she's like, guess what? I got that thing where I can she's in North Carolina. I can carry a pistol now. I'm like,
how many people has she killed?
Fuck's sake. I don't know, but
I'm sure it's
really?
a few. Beansy says, yes, he does carry a gun. That makes me very nervous, and I'm glad he's in Florida and not in Levittown. Next time he's visiting his sister, we're doing the show remotely from Florida. I did that. I'm accident prone too, and I did that with a moped once. I was in 8th grade.
Did you?
Joe and Dave Gonzalez, they got a moped.
Oh.
Yeah, you know them.
They're the dancing boys.
Yes, very good dancers. They got a moped. I jumped on. I had no experience. I never ridden. I'd never rode a moped before. I did that too. So I had no idea. So I just, boom. I immediately was out of control, hit a fence. I went flying over the fence.
Man.
No, I wasn't hurt. Nobody was hurt. I think I did damage the fence.
Did you scratch the moped, though?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Wow, you're lucky.
I love classical music, especially the piece about stroking it slowly by Tchaikovsky.
I actually get mad when I laugh at his jokes, like, because I try so hard not to, and then but I feel it like coming up, and then I can't stop it.
So, sticking with yesterday, one thing we didn't talk about, and talking about being accident prone. Because I'm a big klutz.
You're not bad.
I
you
have an
hurt yourself all the time.
I have an electric toothbrush, and the bristles.
Sure.
Yeah, it spins like a wheel.
Yeah.
I am so much of a klutz that like sometimes I'll have the thing and I'm brushing my teeth and the wheels are spinning and that it catches my lip and it starts to pull the skin and my lip starts to curl. And I'm like, ah!
Yeah, things happen to you.
That's how much of an idiot I am.
Things happen to you that don't happen to anyone else. I'll give you that.
Right. So
I'll give you that.
So I'm bringing it up because you gave me a gift yesterday that I had all sorts of difficulty with.
I actually had to leave because I actually had to leave the bathroom and come downstairs because like I stayed for part of it and 2 things were going wrong and I couldn't watch it anymore.
Things.
I couldn't watch it anymore. Like I'm like and I presented it to you with like, just so you know, I've researched this. People are like, I can't believe there's no pain involved with this. This is the best one you could get.
Sallie got me a nose hair trimmer.
Yeah.
Because I'm 51, going to be 52 in 2 months. I'm getting there. I'm getting old. I'm at that stage where all the hair, where places where hair should be disappears, places where hair should not be appears. As in, like the tip of my hairs just all of a sudden are this. They're just all of a sudden
You're
there.
lucky. You don't have like a lot of hair. A lot of people have like a whole bunch of hair growing inside there. You're like, but I remember that it was like several years ago, and like one ear hair popped up, and you're like, what the heck is this?
But that's my point. Like, you don't see it growing. It's just like there, and it's like 3 feet, and it's blowing in the wind. I'm like, where the hell did that come from?
That is true. It doesn't. You never see it where it's like that big. All of a sudden, it's just. It's like an inchworm.
And then, a little bit of hair is starting to come out, from here.
A little bit, but not bad.
But the nose hairs are starting to stick out. And there was one over the weekend I noticed that was like really sticking out. It was long. Like soon I could, decorate it or something like a Christmas tree. It was really long. So Sallie gets me this, and it's like this, like a pen. And has these little tiny blades on the top. I'm like, oh, this is great. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be weird. So I'm like sticking this thing up my nose, and it tickled.
Well, at first, you would just like slowly. It's kind of like this, like and I'm watching him. All of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, that tickled." Well, don't go so fast, so deep.
Why not? I got to get the hair. Speaking of Mark Hirschman's watching. Explain why Sallie wears a headset and Tony doesn't. I'm intrigued. Well, if Mark, you will find this out tonight. If we're Zooming or handling phone calls, you need the headphones to hear the caller. So when we spoke to you on the phone last week, I had the headphones on, so I can hear you. My volume's low on this. Oh, it's all the way up. That's weird. It's low. So I can hear you on the phone. But since Sallie and I are just talking, there's nobody on the phone or anything. I don't have them on because I'm just talking to Sallie.
Now I know that all the sound is working the way I want it to. I could take my headphones off and just talk, but I don't know. I like, sometimes things go out. I like to know.
Yeah, when the engineer, whoever the engineer is, whether it's me or Sallie, whoever, it's smart to have it on the whole time so you can hear everything that's going on around.
I don't have to. I just like it.
And if you're playing music or something, she needs to set all that up. So
yeah, like if I'm doing any kind of like, I don't know.
Right. That kind of stuff.
I like to know that I want to hear it. I want to hear the volume that you guys are hearing. I want to know that it's not too abrasive or anything.
That's tonight. Hershey and the Keegs. It sounds like it's like a Saturday morning cartoon. Hershey and the Keegs with Muttley.
It just makes me think of like chocolate with Hershey. So like I'm hungry every time I hear the name.
Well, I do think that's what they're referring to, the Hershey Highway, with like Keegs. The Key. I'm going to call him the Keegs from now on. Hey, the Keegs is here, but yeah, he's in the highway. I don't know.
It'll be fun. They're both really funny.
I would like a headset. Should I get my own? No, we have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 headsets in here. Unless you're a germaphobe or something you want to get. We do wipe them down, but whatever you want.
It's a good quality headset, so I think you'd be happy with it. If you want to bring your own, I think once I've seen someone bring it, but then the next time they didn't because I like these better. Do whatever you want to do.
Mike O'Toole from The Word, he brings his own in.
Yeah, but he is,
I don't know. What is he?
I think he is like a little bit of a germaphobe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello, Brendan Burt. You got in there too deep. You are inviting a nose hair family to an Irish funeral. It grows back thicker and more. Does it really? Oh, you're killing me. Beansy's got a gun. Yes, Aerosmith sang that song. Lazy man with an electronic toothbrush. What do you mean? What's so lazy about it? I don't like doing it with scissors, with trimmers. So I always feel I'm gonna.
Yeah, and then he's always like, "Can you cut my nose hair?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna cut your nose off because you have to like do it yourself. Like some stuff like that you have to do it yourself. Otherwise."
So yeah, so I put the trimmer in there, and it tickled. So I'm giggling. But then
the next one was pain, I think, right? Because that's
no, there was no pain.
Nothing, no pain.
No, there was no pain, but it tickled. But then I couldn't. I couldn't keep it in there to trim because then all of a sudden I started sneezing.
That's what it was. I'm like, only he would, and it was like not just one sneeze. Like you couldn't
It
stop.
was 2 each nostril. So I went in here. I'm like, so I started with the right.
Yeah.
I'm like, woo, oh, that's true.
And
I
think
like,
I
right.
even under my breath, I even said, only you.
Yeah, you did. It wasn't under your breath. It was not under your breath. So I'm like, all right, well.
Can't watch
So at that point, I sneezed twice, and I know, like, if I continue this, I'm just going to be sneezing. But I didn't even touch the left nostril yet, so I'm like.
Oh, you didn't even finish it?
So I'm like, getting all nervous. I'm like, all right, I'm going in. So so it tickled, but I don't feel like I really got anywhere, so I had to do it again. And then sure enough, that's true. Like, oh my God. It was crazy. I mean, it did the job. It worked.
Yeah, it's a great one.
But I didn't know it comes back and it's going to be thicker.
No,
Son of a bitch.
Don't listen to who's
Brendan Burt said that.
Brendan.
I want to use one of yours. Are we still talking about headsets? Hershey and Keegs? Just trim it. Okay. What are you guys looking at? Is there a monitor? That is awesome. Yes, there is a monitor. I am looking at the monitor right now.
Yeah.
And it has all the comments that are coming through on YouTube. I will be honest with you, Mark. Sometimes, see what happens is I have my iPad here, and I'm screen mirroring to the monitor. So here's all your comments on YouTube, and I'm screen mirroring it to that.
Usually it's just a picture.
Sometimes when I screen mirror.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes just the video is there and I can't get the comments. I don't know why. Plenty of times the comments are there. Plenty of times they're not. Although, when somebody else does it, when other people do it, they don't have any problems. It's usually just me. So, as usual. So, if you screen mirror from your phone, you should be able to see the comments tonight.
Maybe. Well, you could always see them on your phone, And plus, one of the things.
Yeah, but the idea is to not, looking at your phone while you're doing your show, so just to see the top of your head. You want to be like this.
Just about to say.
Sorry.
Okay, so let me just finish because this will wrap it up. You and Mike should just do your show. Like, do your show, and then I'll read the comments, and if there's anything that's I'll be like, oh, such and such said this, or check this out, or unless you want to spend your whole first show reading comments, I just don't think that you want to do that. You should just concentrate with Mike on that, and then if there's anything,
they're professionals, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He says he loves it, and we love you, and we're looking forward to your show tonight. Plagano says he can't wait to hear about Tony trying a trimmer down there. No, it's a trimmer up there.
Trimmer up.
So bend over. Well, you're Greek. You're used to it. Bend over on Friday, and I'll try my trimmer up there.
No.
Okay. You know what I haven't talked about?
Uh-oh.
Something that I'm very excited about. At least I don't think I mentioned it.
Okay.
Talking little sports.
Oh.
Which we don't do a lot of.
We talked about the Super Bowl yesterday.
Talked about Super Bowl yesterday. Well, Super Bowl's over. Football's done. Pitchers and catchers. I don't care what you guys say. Baseball, there will be a season this year. I have no doubt in my mind they're going to make it happen.
Sure.
So I'm excited. Pitchers and catchers should be reporting shortly. I'm excited.
New coach.
A new manager of the Mets. And August 27th, the first time since 1994, the Mets are having Old Timers Day.
Oh, did you get tickets?
I did.
Nice.
You, me, Citi Field,
and
naked.
And we're in a place where there's not sunshine on my Irish skin.
I do believe I got us seats where we're in the shade.
Yeah.
I'm not positive.
As long as you don't mind me trying to get other seats when we get there.
I totally mind.
I know you hate that.
I hate when you do that.
I hate.
I got us handicap seats since I am disabled and useless. And those seats are usually in the back.
You're differently abled, baby.
And you're not going to find other seats because those seats are cool because they're spatial.
No
they're
one's going
spacious.
to put a guy in a wheelchair in the burning sun, so I think they're
Exactly.
going to be fine. Cool. Yay, that'll be
looking
fun.
forward to that. Mookie Wilson has already been confirmed. Mike Piazza, Robin Ventura. I think they said John Franco. Pardon me. I thought they were done with all the construction.
Yeah, it's a saw, but it sounds totally like when you're farting. It did. It sounded like a Tony Walker fart.
It did.
It did.
I don't know if you guys can hear it or not.
It was like. It was. Okay, they can't hear it, so just go on.
All you need is Mookie Wilson, though, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Very excited. Yeah, so they put out a whole list of names already of people that are going to be there. So and they said more names are coming. So very excited about Old Timers Day at Citi Field. Why they got rid of it in the first place is beyond me. So yeah, so very excited about that. Did I mention? Oh, I did mention yesterday, but I'll mention it again. March 18th, I'm going to be a guest on a show that's live on Facebook called Coffee with the Dog. The host's name is Matt Napo. His show is from 9 in the morning to 11, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm joining him around 10, and I'll be doing his show until 11. But then since our show starts at 11, we're just going to change the show over to this, and Matt will be on our show. So that'll be fun. All right, so yeah. Have you ever been to an Old Timers Day game?
No, I'm excited about it. Actually, and I wanted to make sure that it was blocked off because it's a Saturday. You should probably block it off with Knockem Dead. But I actually already had it in my calendar.
I want to see if I'm gonna see who the names are. See who you
who I would know.
Who you would know. All right, let's see. All right.
And the old ones have to live until August.
Oh my goodness.
Don't be dying before August 27th.
John Matlack.
Don't know him.
Felix Mian.
Nope.
Mookie Wilson.
Yes.
Ron Swoboda.
Nope.
Howard Johnson.
No. Oh, Howard Johnson. I used to get that ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Bobby,
same guy?
No.
Oh.
Bobby Ojeda.
No.
Robin Ventura.
I used to live near Ventura in California, but that no. Okay.
Turk Wendell.
Nope.
Andy Chavez.
No.
Ugh. Cliff Floyd.
No.
Daniel Murphy.
No. Oh wait.
Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy, the guy that went to the Red Sox.
No.
Who's that? Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Who's the hitter that went to the Red Sox? He used to play first base. And he would hit home runs.
First baseman that played for the Mets and then went to the Red Sox?
Yeah, I think so.
Just talking about Mo Vaughn?
No. I thought
just
it was
recently.
Not Daniel Murphy. Something Murphy then?
Ike Davis? No, he didn't go to.
It's a Murphy or a Daniel.
Lucas Duda? He didn't go to Boston.
Oh, yeah, he's a first baser. But no, that's not who I'm talking about. Maybe right field? Daniel.
There's a big difference.
Daniel or Murphy? And just in the last few years.
Who played right field and went from the Mets to the Red Sox.
Kind of I think he was like a born-again Christian too.
That's Daniel Murphy.
Oh, okay, why don't you say yes?
Because he didn't go to the Red Sox.
Okay, well, I'm just saying,
And he
is that him?
I was the one sitting here saying, you know who Daniel Murphy is.
So it's the same guy.
He didn't really play first base that much. He did play it sometimes.
He did.
He was mostly a second baseman.
Okay. I don't know why you just couldn't say, yeah, that's the guy.
I was trying to, but then you confused me. You insisted that he went to the Red Sox. So I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Okay, so that's the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy who kicked ass when the Mets were in the postseason a few years ago. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I know him.
All right. Oh, Frank Thomas.
No.
Wow, Frank Thomas is actually going to show up? Frank Thomas is 92 years old.
Well, maybe he won't, baby. Sorry, Frank.
And he will be, and they're going to...
Where did he transfer to? Daniel Murphy.
He went to the Washington Nationals.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to... Oh, opening day, the Mets are going to unveil a new statue of Tom Seaver. Oh, that's cool.
So is that it? Those are all the players?
Well, those are all the players that they've named so far. They're going to name more.
Okay. Because we should do trivia.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize how late it was. All right. All right.
Charles Goodin's asking a question. I bet you know this.
All right, let me go back and read some.
He said, who was the starter shortstop on the Mets for the second game in the 1986 World Series?
Who played starter shortstop on the Mets for the second game? Would that be Kevin Elster? Or Rafael Santana? Or Howard Johnson?
Oh, Big Papi.
What about him?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Ken was saying.
I'm
You can't say who cares about Big Papi. Big Papi's Big Papi.
Yeah, so I'm with you, Brendan. I thought you were talking about move on first, but he was on the Red Sox first, right? Yeah. That just goes to show that sex is better for women because your nostril tingled when you put your trimmer in. It's very Catholic to celebrate Bend Over Friday. Oh, Brendan Bird's going to Old Timers Day.
Nice.
My wife just got me an electric toothbrush. I swear if I had a twat, I would never brush my teeth again. Oh, my God. Whoops. Plawecki is the only one. Right, Kevin Plawecki went to the Red Sox from the Mets, but he's a catcher. Right. Daniel Murphy went to the Nationals, then he went to the Rockies, then he retired. I think they already said he's going to be the youngest old-timers.
Yeah,
because he's only 36
I didn't even know he
now.
retired.
Charles Goonan says no. Sorry. Oh, was it
Danny?
Was it Kevin Mitchell?
He said Danny Heap.
Danny Heap?
Heap?
Danny Heap played shortstop on the second game of the World. I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Danny Heap was an outfielder. He was a reserve outfielder. Great player. I loved him, but I don't recall him ever playing shortstop. And why would he play in the second game of the World Series? I mean, Elster was on the roster. You had Elster, you had Santana, and you had Hojo. Why would they stick Danny Heap there? Ken Friedberg, he said he's going to Old Timers Day as well.
Nice. That'd be good to see you, Ken. He said he hopes that Straw and Gooden. What does that mean?
Gooden.
Good. What?
Mike Gooden.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't see it from here. I'm trying.
Yeah, Gooden's insisting that Danny Heap played outfield.
All right.
I know we're getting to trivia, but I got to look.
I'm going to go pee-pees. I'll be right back.
You're going pee-pees?
Pee-pees.
All right.
Oh, I hear a vacuum. Oh, no. It's
That's the saw. Who played shortstop for the Mets in the second game of the 1986 World Series? Yeah, Rafael Santana. That's what I'm getting. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so it was the Mets and Red Sox. Summary. Game 2. Yeah, all right, composite line score. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. From what I'm seeing, it says Santana. Hello, Liz Batapede.
Hey, Liz. How are you? I was thinking about you.
All right, Charles. If you have, send me whatever you have that says it was Danny Heap.
I'm starting trivia.
I had to check
now.
Danny. He played left field and had 2 at bats. It was Santana. Thank you, Brendan Burt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hands. Charles, I think I meant left field. Yes, that would make more sense, Charles. We hold in our hands this week's Tuesday trivia. The way this works, if you're new to this, Sally and I are going to take turns asking random trivia questions. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just random. We do not know each other's questions, so we're going to try and stump each other. We're going to try and stump you guys. In your comments, whether they're next to us or below us, wherever your comments are, please comment with your answers. We do not give away the answers until we are done reading all the questions, and we then go back, start from the beginning, read the questions again. We read each other's answers, we read your answers, give the correct answer. There's no prizes, there's no nothing. It's just for fun, and we enjoy making fun of you. With that, we start with question number 1, Sally O'Neill.
What song did John Lennon write? And if you know it, just like take a second and let people answer. What song did John Lennon write but refused to do the vocals for the album? Do you know?
What?
Oh.
Is this a Beatle album?
You know how you always say, you know how you always say that whoever wrote the song for the Beatles, their kind of rule was that if they wrote the song, they got to sing the song?
Okay.
So there was one time when John Lennon wrote a song, but he didn't want to sing it on the album. So he let one of the other ones do it.
So you want to know what song we're talking about?
Yeah. And who? Who did he give it to?
All right. I think I know it, so I'm not saying it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Why is the phrase, the quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog, why is that sentence used to check typewriters?
Well, I know it.
The quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog. Why is that? Why do you type in that sentence when you're checking your typewriter?
Because it
not
uses...
that anybody has it.
It uses every letter in the alphabet.
Okay.
Would be my guess. Monty Python. Those members, all those guys.
Yeah.
Who is the only American-born Monty Python member?
I think it's Gilliam, but I'm not sure. But
I thought they were all born there.
I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to go with Gilliam. What did the Apollo 8 astronauts use to fasten down tools during weightlessness on their 1968 moon orbiting voyage? Was it Scotch tape, railroad spikes, silly putty, Elmer's glue?
What year?
1968.
God, I'm wondering if Silly Putty was even out then. I'm going to go with Silly Putty.
Sally goes with silly putty.
Yeah. What famous architect's son?
There's a famous architect?
Yes. What famous architect's son invented Lincoln Logs? When I say the name, you'll be like, ah.
I know. I it's bugging me. I actually used to know this because I loved Lincoln Logs as a kid.
Did you? I
Yeah,
just kind of thought maybe it was a
Lincoln
boy
Logs.
thing because I was like, ah. And I hated Tinker Toys because you never could make anything that they showed on the commercial.
Yes.
And I had like bad self-esteem over Tinker Toys.
Me too.
The sticks never fit into the wheels to make anything, and I'm like, can't I just have a normal toy?
I had no patience for the Tinker Toys, but the Lincoln Logs I loved, and I knew this. Oh, shit, I did. I used to know this. I have no idea.
Okay.
Damn it. I used to know that one. All right. Here's a question I found, and I was like, oh, Sally's going to love this question. If all the water were drained from the body of an average 160-pound man...
wait. Start again. I thought you were going to do the water... Remember, where were we? We saw, like, the town water container, and you're like, this would flood. I thought it was going to be that question, like how much it would do. All right, start again.
Yeah, I wasn't even done.
Okay. Start again. Sorry.
If all the water were drained from the body of an average 160-pound man, how much would the body weigh?
I can't use a calculator. I count on my
All right,
fingers.
you can use a calculator, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were looking up the answer.
No.
Does anybody know what these things mean when these trolls or these spam things come up? Like the church
What do you
shepherd? VUR.life. Like, what does that even mean? Is that a website? Like, what? I don't understand. We get like once a day that we get one of those.
I'm going to go with 140.
You're going with 140.
No, let me.
No.
No. Shut up.
All right.
Let me think. 160.
I will tell you that Kirsten said the same thing. She said 140. Take your time.
I would say yeah, I'm going to go with 140.
140 it is.
Oh, my turn. Name the song Stevie Nicks wrote with Joe Walsh in mind.
Oh, jeez. What's the name of that song?
I didn't know they had this like big relationship.
Yeah, I
I
think
guess it was like a really big relationship.
I think she was banging him for a while. But he lost. What's the story here? I think he had a daughter who got killed or something? I think he had a daughter that was killed in a car crash or something. So Stevie wrote this song for him. What's it called? Has anyone ever written anything for you? That's what it's called.
Your turn.
Oh, duh! I'm saying to myself, why is she staring at me? How many times per day does the average person urinate? The average person.
Somewhere in between me and Kevin.
Well, that's... Somebody call CPS? I don't want to know that people are urinating on you and Kevin.
He's the only person I know that wakes up in the morning and doesn't even care to go to the bathroom. Like, he's just always been like that. It's been the craziest thing. I'm going to say the average person, I'm going to say 5 times a day. Me, oh my God. Like, I'm thinking every 2 hours, probably. No?
So you're saying you pee 12 times a day?
Easy 8. Yeah. Because I drink, like, I don't know. I drink a lot of tea. You know? Looks like my pee-pees.
Looks like the urination, yeah. Because someone just peed between you and Kevin.
All right. Let's see. In 1845.
That was a good year. That's when my mother was born.
Just going to kill you.
Oh, 1945. She's still old.
In 1845, President Andrew Jackson's pet was removed from his funeral. What kind of pet and why was the pet removed? And you will get points even if you get one of them.
It was a bear, and it was because he took a shit.
They just go in the woods.
Oh. It was a monkey, and it was because he was crying too loud. I have no idea, but I'm sticking with that.
The monkey.
Crying monkey. And they said, brass monkey, that funky monkey. Pagophagiacs Pago, Phagiacs. Pagophagiacs are people who love what? Eating ice, playing the drums, smoking cigarettes.
Spell it again.
Pago.
Okay.
Phag.
Phag.
IACS.
Fagio. So, Fagio?
What?
Pagophagiacs.
Pagophagiacs. Pagophagiacs. Pagophagiacs.
Smoking ice and what?
Eating ice, playing the drums, or smoking cigarettes.
I'm going to go with the drums.
You're going with drums.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we're up to the racy question.
Well, the racy question.
So I keep going on the in the world of pornography's definitions, like, because they have their own world and the terms that they use. So in the world of pornography, what does the term queening mean?
Queening?
Queening.
Having gay sex because, and they say queening because they named it after Freddie Mercury. I have no idea. Queening. Because you're putting, it has something to do with the head, like a crown. A woman is crowning and the guy's getting off from that. I have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay.
Oral sex was illegal in Canada until what year?
I would say 1997.
And how did you come up with that?
I don't know.
All right. Very good. All right. Scrolling back. Scrolling.
The John Lennon song.
Go ahead, ask the question.
What song did John Lennon write, but he refused to do the vocals for the album?
Kirsten said, "Hey Jude." DJ and Andrew Fremder agreed, although their spelling was a little different.
McCartney wrote that, though, right?
Yes.
Oh.
He wrote that about Lennon's son. Andy Pagano says Rocky Raccoon.
Who wrote that?
McCartney. Brendan Burt says Back in the USSR. That was written by McCartney as well. I said it's the last song on the White Album. It's called Good Night. Sung by Ringo Starr. Written by John Lennon.
You're absolutely correct.
Fucking A, I am.
And do you know why?
Why what? Why he wanted Ringo to sing it?
Yeah.
I don't.
He felt that his reputation, he didn't want his reputation to be all like sweet and daddy-ish. And so he's like, I like the song, but I don't want to do it on the album. Ringo, if you want to do it, you can.
Wow. Well, yeah, that was the same year him and Yoko posed nude in whatever magazine that was.
Yeah, that was weird.
You know, she had a decent body. She looked pretty good.
But that mouth.
Yeah, yeah. You think she screamed like that during sex?
Probably.
That would probably be the only time I wouldn't mind her screaming like that.
And then maybe he had such good feelings about it that it didn't bother him during the day, but it bothered everyone else.
But I guess it inspired him to write music, because he wrote music to that crap.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Yoko.
Anyway, you are correct.
Yes, I am. Why is the phrase "the quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog"? Why is that sentence used to check a typewriter?
It uses every letter on the keyboard.
You got that right. So did Andy Pagano. So did Kirsten. Very good.
What? Oh, sorry. No, I almost skipped. Who is the only American-born Monty Python member?
I said Terry Gilliam. So did Andy Plagenos. And nobody else bothered to answer that question.
You would both be correct.
I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah. You are 2 for 2.
First and last time. What did the Apollo 8 astronauts use to fasten down tools during weightlessness on their 1968 moon orbiting voyage? Was it Scotch tape, railroad spikes, silly putty, or Elmer's glue? Kirsten said railroad spikes. DJ said Scotch tape. Andy Plagano said Scotch tape. Beansy said Elmer's glue. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog is slang for butt sex, says Andrew Fremder. You said
silly putty.
You're the only one who got it right.
Thank you. Well, you don't. Scotch tape sucks, and Elmer's glue. You'd have to you want to be able to use something, and so you don't want to keep having it all sticky. And, you can't. And what was the other choice other than
railroad spikes?
Yeah, you're not going to
put a hole in.
You're not going to put a hole in the spaceship because then you die. So yeah. So, but the only thing I was worried about was that was it invented by then. And another thing I was worried about is when you freeze silly putty, I don't think it would stick anymore, so they'd have to keep the temperature. I'm boring you already. Sorry. All right. What famous architect's son invented Lincoln Logs? I saw it up there, so someone got it at least.
I am pie, says Andy Plagenos. The famous architect was Danny Heap. Silly putty is what I call my penis, says Fremder. Guggenheim, said Brendan Burt. Is it Kirsten who got it right or Frank Lloyd Wright?
It is.
Very nice.
He wasn't a very, I read a book about him and his family once, years back. He wasn't a great dad. He just basically did all this work and, whoever he was with raised his children.
Lincoln Log is code word for a shitting president. Andrew Fremder.
Yeah, he's funny today. All right. It's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I sat here smiling.
Well, I could hear you talking, but you were reading stuff.
If all the water were drained from the body of an average 160-pound man, how much would the body weigh? You said twice. You said 140 pounds. Kirsten agreed with you.
But it bothers me because I feel like the person would weigh less.
Andy Bojano said 40 pounds. Beansy said 75.9 pounds.
Yeah. I'm with Andy.
DJ has been copying Beansy's answers because he wrote 75.9. Brendan says 40 pounds. Well, I guess Andy went too far.
So it's 20, right?
What?
How many pounds? 20 pounds, right? 25 pounds?
64.
All right. How do they come up with that? Because how much? Oh, you didn't figure out how much? Oh, now you're going to kill me. Because what percent? Because the percentage of water in a body is 75% or something. So that's what I was trying to do the math.
So what's 75% of 160?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, that's why you said 140.
Yeah. Because you remember that on Star Trek where they went to this one planet and they weren't...
The guy in the red shirt lost his all the water in his body?
Before the death scene. I bet he did. But I remember they weren't calling them... Before they said, we're human beings, the aliens were calling them something like 80% bags of water. So I was going to remember that. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Name the song Stevie Nicks wrote with Joe Walsh in mind.
The name of the song is called Has Anyone Written Anything For You? That's what I said. Bojano says Landslide. Says Stevie Nicks wrote that song by accident. Brennan Burr says Gypsy. And that might be it. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's all there is.
You are correct.
Damn
And it
straight.
was why. Like when they were dating, I think it was like when they first started dating, he had just lost like his 3-year-old daughter in a car accident or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what I said.
Well, you said they were in this relationship, but I think it was like that's when they first started dating or something.
Oh, but no, I only acknowledged that they were in a relationship because you asked. You said I didn't know they had such, and I said yeah, they were dating. But then I said she wrote it because he lost his daughter in a car crash.
Like she said that like he's always been her soulmate. Like I don't even know.
Like, to this day, she said.
Yeah, she was. That's
Really?
why it came up. That's why the question came up because she was in an interview and she was talking about her relationship with him, and she said that something like, "Do you ever meet someone and you just know the instant you meet them that you're never gonna want to not be in their life again?"
Wow.
Yeah, and then he said later on too that he ended the relationship. They were both
You know how much drugs those two must have done together?
It was just because he's completely sober now. So all they did were drugs, and he needed to do something different. But he said he goes
what a mess.
He goes, I'll always love her, but just as like a friend. He goes, but those
now,
are crazy times.
He's married to Barbara Bach's sister.
Who's Barbara Box?
Barbara Bach's?
What did you say?
Well, I said Bach's, apostrophe S, Bach. Barbara Bach. Barbara Bach's sister.
Who is that?
Barbara Bach was a Bond girl who we just talked about, I believe, yesterday. Yes, we just talked about it yesterday.
Oh.
Because she's Ringo Starr's wife.
Oh.
So he is now brother-in-law with Ringo Starr.
Oh, that's cool. Huh, that's cool.
A little useless information for you.
It's not useless. It's
Totally
good.
useless.
Very interesting.
Not really.
Yes.
How many times a day does the average person urinate? Sallie said 5, but then she said in her case it's 8.
Yeah.
Kirsten said 8. Andy Pagano said 4. Beansy said 5. DJ says 8.
Like even just this morning, it's what? It's noon. So I got up at 6.
Yeah.
So I got up at 6 and peed. I peed before I got back into bed at 7. I peed at 9.
You peed here.
I
just a
peed
few minutes
before
ago.
we left for the show.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, oh, I should go before we leave. I've been like this my whole life. It's not like I have like anything going on or anything. It's not like there's ever a risk. I think it's like from like your parents are like, oh, pee before you leave. You know, I just automatically do it. Then I peed when I got here. I just peed during your baseball talk. So I'm up to 6 already, and it's just noon. So this is going to be like a 16-day pee. I should keep track. Like what else I do the rest of the day.
Today, and then we'll
So
talk
let's
about
just
it
see
Thursday.
how it is. Yeah.
Well, let me read the other answers. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Oh, did I read them already? I did. I read them already. Sorry. You were right, though, when you talked about yourself. It's 8.
8?
Yep.
Okay. But if I were going to be the average person today, I would just be able to pee at like
2 more times today. That's it.
5 and then 10.
Let's do
I
that.
could do it if I had to. Like if I had to hold it, I could do it.
Let's do that. Let's see how long you can hold it in today. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if you
I
can
could be
keep
average.
It. Let's see if you can keep it at 8 today, so that you have 2 more turns for another 12 hours.
The problem is I drink like a lot of liquid. Like I drink, a lot of tea, and then I drink, I make that like smoothie that you hate with all the vegetables and stuff in it. So, yeah, I don't think you're over it. I'll try. All right. In 1845,
Yes.
President Andrew Jackson's his pet was removed from his funeral. What kind of pet and why was the pet removed?
I said it was a monkey that was crying too loud. Kirsten says it was a Welsh corgi and it tried to jump in the coffin. Plajanos, it was
None of your answers are off what it really is. I mean, it's really weird.
Plajano says it's a goat that was eating all the flowers. Beansy says a rat was removed.
Who would have a pet rat?
Andrew Fremder, I pee about 20 times a day, and that's including...
Do not read it.
Okay, go ahead.
They were all good answers.
Not really.
It was a parrot.
Oh.
And he was removed from the funeral because he kept swearing.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Pagophagiacs are people who love what? Eating ice, playing the drums, or smoking cigarettes? Kirsten said eating ice. Brendan Burt says, I'm guessing every time. I don't know what that means. Andy Plagianos goes, he went with ice as well. Beansy went with ice. DJ went with ice. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Eating ice.
Andy, what's like the reason you went with ice? Like, what part of that word says water?
Why are you only asking Andy?
Because he is Greek, so he knows like the roots and ends of words and why they all come together.
That's right. He's
like,
Greek. He knows the root.
Yeah, there's got to be some reason because I couldn't find it, and it's got to be something. All right.
Andy Plagianos only peed once so far today.
Really?
I want you to know because I was there. No, I'm just but that's what he says.
Maybe he only got up at like 11 though.
Maybe.
If he got the girls ready for school, there's no way he only peed once. I need to know. All right. In the world of pornography, what... I'm up to that, right? Yeah.
Yes.
No, you go, right?
No.
Oh. In the world of pornography, what is the term queening?
Kirsten says when two girls lick each other. And she's the first one to comment. Notice how fast she jumped on that?
Yeah.
We have to get Kirsten in here. Plagano says it's face-sitting because you're on a throne. Brennan Burt says it's a stunt vag.
Wait, what?
A stunt vag.
Okay. That's a good answer.
Plagano said fago, Phago, fago means eating.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Yeah, so those are all the answers. I said, I didn't even have it.
But why? It was all about, yeah, all right, eating. Okay.
Right. So is it two girls licking each other? Is it face sitting or is it stunt vag?
It's face sitting.
Nice.
So that was Plagianos, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Sitting on the side of a person's... Queening is sitting on the side of a person's face as a form of bondage, as in sitting on the throne.
Oh, Brennan explained what he meant. Never knew that about President Grant. Brilliant. My video fell behind my comments. I pee every single time. Oh, that's what he meant. Like, yeah. And then he says, "Great show, guys. Thanks. Thank you, pal.
Thank you.
Thank you." Oral sex was illegal in Canada until what year? You said 1997.
Yes.
Kirsten said 1965. Brendan said 500 BC. Beansy said 1945. Plagano said 2010. DJ, he tried to shake things up. He went, Beansy went 1945. DJ went 1946. In porn, the term queening means, hey, can somebody queen this up? Fremder, oral sex was illegal in Canada until the year that whoever made that up stopped being gay.
I wonder if it's still on the books, like it's a trick question.
It was illegal in Canada until 1969.
Oh, that's really funny.
I thought that was pretty funny, which is why I made that my question.
That's really funny.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's probably why, right?
Why what?
That they went on the books and found out that it was illegal and made it legal. Just cause
so you're saying in Canada they said to themselves, it's 1969. We should check to see if oral sex is legal.
Yeah,
so people
I think
can
they totally
69.
did that.
You think the Trudeau's said, it should, let's check this out.
I do. You don't? It can't just be a coincidence.
You don't think it's
There
a
are no
coincidence?
coincidences.
There are no coincidences.
There are no coincidences.
Sallie's getting deep. Beansy thought that was funny. All right. Well, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Well, thank you guys. Nice job on your trivia today.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Well done. So, all right. Done?
Yeah.
Very excited. Tonight is the big premiere.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hershey and the Keegs tonight at 9.
Dun, dun, dun,
Before
dun,
that, we have
dun.
Good Times, Bad Times with Joey Petroni at what time? 7?
7 to 8.
Who's his guest tonight? Do you know?
I do not.
All right. Good Times, Bad Times with Joey Petroni at 7 o'clock. Hershey and the Keegs tonight at 9 o'clock. We're working on some other stuff. As you heard Carla say last week, they're working on the return of Domestic Disturbance, but they're revamping it, and they're going to have Rich Rada with them. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting Domestic Disturbance and one half of No Rhyme, No Reason.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bringing a lot of our family back here. So we're excited.
Well, Bosie hangs out on
Bosie hangs
Saturday
out
night.
Saturday nights, and he calls in here a lot and comments. Yeah, he wasn't commenting today. I hope he's okay.
Oh.
He usually doesn't miss Tuesday Trivia.
Yeah. What's up?
And you can see him April 1st with Knockem Dead Comedy as we perform our Murder Mystery in the Giggle Room. Looking forward to that. Yeah, cool stuff. We are not here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's Donversations. Don hasn't done that in a few weeks.
Okay.
But then we're back here Thursday. Chris Roach will be on the phone with us. And is there anything Thursday night? There's not, right?
Mm-mm.
All right. So we're working on some stuff, getting some more entertainment to you. Please, again, share our shows, all the shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Please share them on your social media platforms. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here, including this one right now, the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast. We thank you very much. Just making sure that's everything. Yeah, I think that's it. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday. Don't forget the great shows tonight. And Sallie and I will see you at 11 o'clock on Thursday. See you guys. Thanks a lot.